What if your thoughts are not really yours? What if your opinions, your habits, even your desires were quietly shaped by systems designed to control your attention? Every day, invisible algorithms study you. They learn what makes you angry, what keeps you scrolling, what makes you click, what makes you afraid. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to change. Not because you chose to, but because you were programmed to. The frightening part? Most people never notice it happening. Human attention has become the most valuable resource on Earth. Not gold, not oil, attention. Because wherever attention goes, behavior follows. Tech companies understand something terrifying about human psychology. Your brain is addicted to novelty. Every notification, every short video, every unexpected image triggers dopamine. And dopamine is not happiness. It is anticipation. It is the chemical that makes you crave one more scroll. Your brain evolved to seek useful information for survival. But modern platforms hijack this system completely. Now your brain chases stimulation instead of meaning. Over time, this changes your brain through something called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means the brain rewires itself based on repeated behavior. In simple terms, what you consume every day, you slowly become. That's why many people can no longer focus for long periods. Silence feels uncomfortable, reading feels exhausting, and deep thinking starts disappearing. But here's the strange part. If you take away distractions for even 1 hour, most people become anxious. Not peaceful. Anxious. That is not freedom, that is dependency. And it gets deeper. Social media does not reward truth, it rewards emotion. Especially anger, fear, outrage, envy. Because emotional people stay engaged longer. And engagement makes money. This creates emotional conditioning. Your brain slowly learns to react instantly instead of thinking carefully. That's why online arguments feel addictive. People are no longer discussing ideas, they are feeding emotional loops. And platforms encourage it because emotional conflict keeps attention locked on the screen. Now combine this with something psychologists call cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance happens when reality challenges your beliefs. The brain hates this discomfort. So instead of changing opinions, most people search for information that confirms what they already believe. Eventually, they stop searching for truth, they only search for validation. And slowly, their identity becomes shaped by algorithms instead of personal experience. But the most dangerous part is this. Most people believe they think independently. They don't. Human beings naturally imitate groups. Psychologists call this social conformity. Thousands of years ago, conformity helped humans survive in tribes. But today, it makes people terrified of thinking differently. People begin shaping their personalities around approval. They stop asking, "Is this true?" and start asking, "Will people accept me if I say this?" That is when programming becomes complete. Because once fear controls expression, control becomes invisible. The modern world rewards performance over authenticity. People carefully edit themselves for likes, validation, and attention, and eventually, many lose connection with who they actually are. This is why so many people feel mentally exhausted despite constant entertainment. Because the human brain does not truly want endless stimulation. It wants meaning. So how do you escape this programming? Not by deleting technology completely, but by becoming conscious. Here's a simple exercise. Before opening any app, pause for 5 seconds and ask yourself, why am I opening this? Not what. Why? Are you searching for knowledge or escaping discomfort? That single question interrupts unconscious behavior, and awareness is powerful. because programming only works when people operate on autopilot. Then try something harder. Spend 30 minutes daily without stimulation. No phone, no music, no scrolling. At first, your brain will resist. That resistance reveals how dependent the mind became on constant distraction. But over time, silence rebuilds attention, it strengthens self awareness, and it helps you hear your own thoughts again. Because in the future, the ability to think independently may become one of the rarest skills on Earth. The modern world does not fight for your money first, it fights for your attention, because whoever controls your attention eventually influences your mind. And whoever influences your mind shapes your future. Most people will scroll through life unconsciously, but a few people will choose awareness instead, and those people become impossible to manipulate.